You signed 4 players yesterday. Just talk a little bit about the class in general.
Well, I think the more, honestly, the more I think about it, the more excited I get. I think with the 7 kids that we have coming in all together, I think we've got a group that's really competitive, and we filled a lot of spots. That we needed some depth in. But I think the biggest thing is that these kids they're chomping at the bit to play. They want to compete for spots. They're not here to be, just on the team. They want to get on the court. So I'm looking forward to the competition we're going to see in the gym and the level of play that's going to really help us do what we want to do in the future.
Okay, and you went to Austin for 2 of the kids. Haley Bianco comes from Austin Bowie. Just talk a little bit about her.
She's a fearless defender. That's how I describe her. She is aggressive, has really good hand control when she attacks, good serve receive. She's really going to add some depth to our defensive, for us on the defensive side of the ball, or side of the net. And, she just has a nose for the ball. I don't know any better way to describe it, but she's where the ball is all the time, and I love that.
Okay, Shelbi Goode. She's from Georgetown. Played 2 years at University of Alabama. Just how excited are you to get a player of her caliber?
Well, Shelbi, flat out, she's a stud. We recruited her really heavy out of high school, and then, quite honestly, she just got too good. She's 6'2", she's long, she's athletic, she jumps well, she takes big swings. But she didn't have the experience she wanted where she went, and she wants to win. And that was one of the things she said to me. She goes, "Coach, I want to go somewhere and I want to win." And so I'm looking forward to seeing what she brings to the table. I think she's going to add, a lot of experience, high-level experience to what we have, and she can play multiple positions for us, and I really expect great things from her.
Okay, and then you got a player from El Paso. Just talk a little bit about her.
Yeah, we went west, and we were pretty fortunate to get Arielle. Her grandparents live here in San Angelo, and it's kind of a funny story. We just kind of happened upon her one day. I came in over Christmas break and to do some work in the office, and she and her family were here looking at campus. So I showed her around, and she really liked what she saw. But one of the best things about her, she's long for sure. She's about 6'1", but she takes big swings at the ball. She hits a really heavy ball. She puts up a big block. She's gonna really push for time early on, I think.
Okay, and then Troxell comes from Pampa, Texas. Just a little bit about her as well.
I tell you what, we love kids from the Panhandle. They are tough. They are gritty. They know how to win, and they want to win. I can't teach that, And she comes from a really good high school program in Pampa and a great coach, Libby Garza up there, former WT player. I guess we can put that aside for a while. But, she is a fierce competitor. She's quiet on the outside, that's for sure. But she wants to win, and she's got something inside of her that's just going to push her to be great.
Yeah, you were talking about all these girls got their stuff in quick. It was an exciting day for you, of course, and an exciting day for them.
Yeah, this is probably one of the first times that everybody turned their stuff in on day one. Usually they kind of spread it out over a couple of days. They set up their signing date, but they all wanted to sign on the first day. They all had their little celebrations, and all their friends and family got to watch them sign. They're fired up, and that makes me excited. I can't wait for the fall.
Okay, this week was their week for a signing week, but they do join 3 players from the fall that signed, and then 9 players that are returning. Just what kind of team do you think you're going to have with these 4 players, 3 players from the fall, and then 9 players returning?
Well, I think we're going to be deep. We're going to have depth in every position now. We were a little thin in a couple spots last year, and especially even now this spring. But these kids are competitive, and they want to play. And I always tell our kids that we're always going to recruit kids that are better. So our program continues to grow, and the level that we play at continues to increase. So I'm not looking for kids that are just going to come and be on the team. Like I said, these kids want to play, and I want to give them the opportunity to compete for that.